Like, hold on. So the best sex ever is not with your current boyfriend.
I'll be real. I'll be real.
Damn.
Like, I'll be real. Like, it's not.
Damn.
Jesus! I need that as a sound. Can we just confirm?
You know what this is? It's your boy Dizzy D.Spill. You're tuning in to Thoughts of Dizzy right here on the Epic Lounge Network. Why? One day, I predict, right? Let's be optimistic that one day, the relationship conversations and reflections will have more of a positive aura and connotation to it in our community than negative. One day, I don't know if I will see that day, but for those that are watching this right now, and that day comes, you're welcome, and it must be marvelous. Let me let this stuff finish so I can get y'all up out of here, man. It shouldn't take long.
Once again, the best sex you've ever had has not been with your.
Honest.
Yeah, you know it. I read the honesty. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you see with me and
Can you agree? Can you agree?
I can't agree.
Why? What is the point of saying this out loud? If it is true. If it's true, that's kind of sad. That's like, dang, like, you sure you're making the right decisions with who you want to be with and you're with them for the right reasons? But listen, y'all. If you care about your relationship or your marriage or whatever, learn from the people that was really being honest and speaking their mind about their relationship. Learn from the backlash and the energy that they're getting just by being honest and people not getting the full context. And what I mean and who I mean is like Aisha Curry and Michelle Obama. Jada, we can't save Jada. Jada is on an island by herself. She is a mercenary. She's on a different level. Will and Jada got a different type of beast they have to tame over there. But as far as the two women I named I still have respect for, and I feel and believe that they mean well, and I believe they love their husbands. Michelle Obama and Aisha Curry have been a hot topic, especially in our community, regarding what type of wife they are and how bad they are to their husbands. I watched that Aisha Curry interview, and I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. They took her straight up out of context on that one, man. I felt bad. I feel bad for the woman because they making her look like a real villain right now. But as far as these women, first of all, just the look in certain things that I notice on a personal level, they don't really look like they are in pursuit of marriage anytime soon, or probably understand what it takes to be married, successfully married at that. Saying things like this is damaging. And it's interesting because most of the time you'll only hear a lot of or women saying things like that. Now, to be fair to women, it's only certain types of women that are comfortable talking like this. And I believe that she's honest. But if these women have husbands, which I don't think they do, or they have boyfriends, this is a terrible thing. I'm not saying that you shouldn't marry somebody if they're not the best that you've experienced in bed. That's just immature. But to marry somebody and harbor those feelings and those moments of reminiscing in the back of your mind when a conversation like that comes up, that's just you're wasting time. Your mind is still in other places. Usually when you settle down with somebody that you're genuine about and you really do love and appreciate, they usually check all the boxes. So I'm not really a fan of that concept. I do believe that there are women out there that are with men for the wrong reason, and they are consistently thinking about the guy that they used to deal with, who most likely they will cheat with, or probably cheat with somebody that's similar to that guy, because it's like chasing the ghost of your past, your prime, or whatever. It's not a good look, because a lot of bad things that happen start with the thought process first, premeditation, right? And then you manifest it. And I just think that that's an embarrassing thing. I don't think that's true. So for you ladies that are curious about what she said, I don't believe that that's true at all unless you develop that in your mind. You tell yourself that and train yourself that to think like that. But there are women that will be honest and be like, yeah, I love such and such, but somebody else has done it better or been doing it better. And I don't know how I feel about that. When you start having an attachment to your past and saying that this was better and this was better and this was better, to me, it gives me the indication that you're not over that. You haven't let that go, because the goal is to be in a better place. So everything else that was maybe good before that is just an experience or something that prepares you to receive the best thing, that you could receive in your situation. So I just felt like that was a little tacky. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in that. Me personally, I haven't been in too many situations or relationships where I'm like, oh, this person was way better. I think that's something that people lie to themselves about because the honeymoon stage is over. Because when you're in the honeymoon stage of a relationship, they are the best at everything. They can do no wrong. They're special. You can't wait to talk to them. And then when you get to know them like that, you like, yeah, I can't stand you. I still like this about you, and F you, whatever the case is, right? Things change, feelings change. But when you attach yourself to something like that, to where you say that person was still the best, you should really question your integrity and question, why are you even in a current situation? Nothing about your past should be better than your present, because that's going to be an indication of, I guess, maybe one of two things. Either you were the problem or you're the problem now. Because why are you reminiscing about what you had that was good before in a situation that's supposed to be good for you now? Now you're in the wrong. You're basically in a situation for the wrong reasons if it got you thinking like that. And yeah, am I going down a rabbit hole because of something that was said about sex? Yes, absolutely. Sex is very important. It's the most powerful connection you can have with your partner. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So, but for some people like this, maybe they don't look at sex like that. It's crazy. But you let me know what you think. Women, is that true? Can you really be with a guy that was not like the best at certain things, especially intimacy? Could you be with that? And what would cause you to reminisce? And fellas, we've had that issue, but I think with fellas, it's more like when you were single. I was doing this when I was single, and for most guys, they probably do think that sex was great when they were single because you could just do your thing and then go on about your business. But the same question to the fellas. Can you be with one woman? Can you be with a woman that wasn't your best experience and still have that harboring in your mind that that person was your best experience? Do you think that's possible? Or do you think you still haven't healed from that situation? Because I feel different. And I'm not saying that to get brownie points from the ladies or from my woman. I really, really stand on that, and I believe that. You know what I'm saying? That was part of everything else, her personality, her character, and all of that stuff. It's everything is supposed to be great. But if somebody got you stepping out of your mind and being like, this right here, that person did this way better than my current person, you need to do some deep thinking on why that's even on your mind like that. Why you even comparing like that? But let me know what you think in the comments, fellas, ladies. Let me know what you think about that. Is that possible? Can you be in love with somebody but know that somebody else did you better? Ladies, fellas, if this is your first time tuning in to Thoughts of Dizzy on the Epic Lounge Network, please subscribe and turn the notifications on at the bell so you don't miss any of these conversations and this content. Anyways, until next time, peace out.